Have you guys ever had this problem happen with your plants when growing them in your gardens? Hey guys, I wanted to take a moment and show you guys some of these awesome sprouts that we found in our garden last night. Oh no. No, darn you squirrels! Well, we have had that problem a lot, last year especially, so we're going to show you how we build our garden boxes to prevent squirrels and other critters from eating our sprouts and plants throughout the year. Gardening is going to be a huge part of our farm as we move forward because we are trying to be more and more self-sustainable. We just have to find a way to make sure that our plants are protected from critters who want to eat them as well. So to get started, we're going to take 12-foot 2x4s and go ahead and cut them in half to make 6-foot segments. We're going to have 2 of them on each side, separated by 2 feet, and then the 2 sides will be separated by 8 foot each, making 4 total footers. It's important to remember when we put these footers in the ground that 5 feet will be out of the ground with 1 foot being into the ground. Then we're going to take 2x2 sections that are 3 feet long with 1 foot in the ground again and 2 feet sticking out that'll go in the middle. Then we're going to take our back cross beams and our front cross beams and set them in place, and these will be 89 inches total in length. Then we're going to go ahead and use our Kreg jig setup with our Kreg jig screws to put them in place with our cross members and our end beams, and make sure to do it on the back as well. And then we're going to take our 2x8 foot sections of corrugated metal and make sure to cut off at least 3 inches from the length to ensure they go on properly. With these, we're going to end up using roofing screws, which have a small washer and they're bladed on the end to make sure they go on properly and seat the metal against the wood, and make sure to use plenty of these to secure them to the wooden cross beams. Then we're going to stand them up straight, make sure to use a level, unlike what I did, to make sure they're correctly up and down, and then fill in the holes to make sure they get straight up and down. Then you're going to attach that 2x2 middle section to that corrugated metal with those same roofing screws, and make sure to do the same thing to the rear. Now, unfortunately, I didn't show it here, but there's going to be 2 end pieces that are 24 inches long that we'll use our Kreg jig pocket holes and screws to put on. For an example, this is how you use it. You'll secure your cross member piece into the jig and then use the Kreg jig drill bit to screw out the holes, or the pocket holes in this case, and then you're going to release it from the jig. Once you put it in place where those 2 24-inch pieces are, you're going to use the Kreg jig drill bit and screws to screw it into place. Then we have 2 top cross members that are also 24 inches long that'll go on both sides of the garden box. Also, make sure to put these in with the Kreg jig screws and pocket holes. Hey guys, I wanted to take a moment and talk about our sponsor for today's video, and that is Harvest Right freeze dryers. This is a great company that's been around for a while, and they make the top of the line freeze dryers for your home residential needs. They make 3 sizes of freeze dryers, a small, medium, and large, to suit your needs perfectly. These machines are great, computerized, automated, so all you have to do is prep your food, put them in the freeze dryer in about 24 to 48 hours, depending on your food. You'll have nice preserved food that'll last you for years if properly stored. And I must say that the customer service that Harvest Right gives you is outstanding. I've had a couple questions that I've had to ask them and send email support to them, and they've gotten back to me so fast that I actually was not expecting it. So if you guys are in the market for a freeze dryer or looking for a way to preserve food, to make food last longer, to make camping food that's actually high quality, make sure to check out the link below in the description for Harvest Right freeze dryers, and that actually helps out the channel quite a bit. So go check them out and consider purchasing a freeze dryer from Harvest Right freeze dryers. Then you're going to have your top cross beams that are approximately 89 inches tall. You're going to use your clamp to help secure one end while you screw in the other with those Kreg jig pocket screws in those pocket holes. Then you can remove it and do the same thing on the back side. Then it's important to put these 25.5-inch segments with Kreg jig pocket holes in these locations and use screws to secure them, because you're going to attach a 2-foot section of the corrugated metal to the ends to secure the end of your garden box with those same roofing screws as before. Then you're going to go ahead and put your door hinges on. Make sure to open them 270 degrees, and then you can attach them. This just makes sure that they're straight up and level. And then you'll take a 31-inch vertical cross member for the door, and you're going to secure the bottom hinge section with a clamp to make sure it's straight and level up and down. And once you do that, you can attach the top of that 31-inch piece to that door hinge, then remove the clamp and do the bottom section of that door hinge. After you get that door hinge done, make sure to test it works properly. Then you'll get the rest of the door piece and check it for fit. After you do that, you'll notice you have a 31-inch section for the vertical piece and then two 43.5-inch sections for the horizontal pieces, and secure them with clamps in the area. And then in my case, I ran out of screws, so I used my framing nail gun to secure them to that existing vertical piece attached to the door hinges, and tested it to make sure it works on both sides properly, which it fit perfectly. After that, I'm going to go ahead and secure it so I can attach a latch just to make sure it closes properly, and then eventually I put on a lower one as well to make sure it closes and stays closed. After this is all done, I make sure to get my chicken wire out. I'm going to attach it all around the inside and use a pneumatic staple gun to attach it, including on the front door pieces. This is super important. Then I use my angle grinder to cut off the excess, which is super helpful. Also make sure to do the top so you protect your garden box from any predators. And after that, this is pretty much it, and it looks really good. We're super happy with it and super excited to see what we can grow in it. Well, it turned out great. We really love it. Super happy with it and super excited to use it. And I'm sure it'll last for years to come. And whatever's inside there will be safe from all of those critters that like to eat all of our plants. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel here below so you get notified of all of our new videos. Especially next week, we're going to show you a special planting method for this garden box to make sure you have good soil, not only this season, but for years to come. Thanks for joining us, y'all.